Depending on who you ask, we have not seen a comic-accurate Superman translated on the big screen in almost 2 decades.
If you ask me, that's correct.
James Gunn's Superman has hit theaters, and with it, we've finally gotten an amazing on-screen adaptation of the original superhero.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Thomas.
I'm Merlin.
Together, we're the Comic Lads, and we're here to talk about how James Gunn got Superman right.
Guys, before we get into it, we want to hear from you in question of the week. Have you seen the movie? It is relatively still new. Let us know your thoughts down below. Did you enjoy it? Did you?
Did you? Answer me! And guys, as always, make sure to drop a like on the video. Really helps us out. Subscribe. Become one with
the Super Lads.
The Super Lads.
Fortress of Latitude. Before we get into any of the other points, we gotta talk about David Corenswet, because I had slight concerns going into the movie.
Yeah.
I'm very biased towards Christopher Reeve as my all-timer for on-screen Superman depictions.
Me as well.
But David Corenswet, he put on his big boy pants, and he delivered.
Yeah, he did. He put on his big boy trunks.
I love the trunks.
Fucking love the trunks.
I'll take Superman with trunks any day of the week.
Yeah.
I hope Batman has trunks in the DCU.
Well, James Gunn said he doesn't really fuck with Batman having trunks, so I'm like, okay, slightly cooked from the jump.
We gotta talk about David Corenswet. Not only does he look like Superman because he's fucking yoked as shit.
Yeah, and he's like, beautiful.
What?
But he actually fully embodies the character.
Yes, both characters.
Both characters, yes.
Because we do get a little bit of a difference between his Superman and his Clark. His Superman is very sure of himself. It does feel like he is putting on a brave face for everyone that he saves in the movie, and I kind of like that.
And on the other side of that, I really like how him and his day-to-day Clark Kent lifestyle, he's a bit more slouched, a bit more sloppy.
Yeah, and he's very human and emotional.
That's one of the biggest parts about this story, is that just seeing him joke around with Jimmy Olsen when he enters the Daily Planet was a joy to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman is at his best when he does feel like a regular man.
Lex can call him out as much as he wants for being an alien, but the truth is, he is the most human of all of us.
Yeah, and he actually is what humans are at their best, which we so rarely are. And honestly, this movie really choked me up at different points, especially in the parts where you get to see how his presence has an effect on the world and giving people hope. He hangs out with a bunch of kids, he high-fives them, he props one up onto his shoulder, and that's what Superman is. He is the big brother of all.
Yeah, he's a friendly face.
Not just Superman himself, though. I think we both absolutely adore how Ma and Pa Kent were characterized in this movie.
Me personally, this was my favorite thing about the movie. Ma and Pa Kent were ripped straight out of your favorite Superman comic, or even something like Superman the Animated Series from the 90s. So full of love and caring for their son.
And I like how they weren't afraid to get a little bit, not to throw a pun around, but mushy, because that's what Pa is called throughout this movie. He's called Mush by Ma Kent.
It's great.
Even seeing Pa Kent get choked up over just expressing his love for Clark, it's like that's all you can really ask for from a parental figure.
And you're telling him what he needs to hear.
Yeah, and they perfectly encapsulate what Superman is about with that one line when Pa says, your actions, your choices, that's what makes you who you are. It's very interesting because watching the movie, their scenes are used very sparingly. But like you said, even just 5-10 minutes with them, they are the standout moments of the movie, and it's just another reason why James Gunn was able to make Superman right on screen.
And we see how Ma and Pa's teachings and wisdom have forged Clark into who he is by how much he saves people and helps them in this movie, dude. We got so much of that, and we needed it.
And it's so rare to have a superhero on screen, and I say rare as in I don't think it's ever fucking happened, where 50% of the action he's fighting something and 50% of the action he's saving someone.
We don't get that shit ever anymore in superhero movies.
And it was another example of something that choked me up from this movie. Like, this movie isn't perfect by any means, but this was a core part of the movie that I absolutely fucking adored. Seeing him go as far as to save a squirrel out of a tree from being killed. It's classic Superman. All life is precious to him.
Yes.
He loves and values everyone and sees the best in every single thing. Can we just say also, Krypto, MVP of the movie?
I don't know why people don't fuck with Krypto, and I hope this movie makes people fuck with Krypto.
How can you not fuck with a superpowered dog.
Krypto is a staple of Superman. He's not something you could optionally put in for me.
But yeah, seeing Superman actually take the time to save people and not just barrel through a city full of like inhabited buildings was a breath of fresh air, and it's something that we've never seen in a superhero movie to this scale. And Superman is actually at his best when he's bouncing off of people, whether they be side characters that he saves, you know, from a falling building, or prominent characters like a love interest or other superhero.
David Corenswet and just Superman's chemistry with other characters is so palpable in this movie. I love how he interacts with them and how even if he has issues with them, you know he cares about them. Before we get into other characters, Superman and Lois have some of the best chemistry they've had since Superman 78.
I agree 100%. And I would say it even eclipses Superman 78.
For sure.
It's so nice to just see two characters be happy. And it's not to say that they have a perfect relationship throughout the movie.
Yeah,
they definitely.
There's definitely like ups and downs.
There's bumps in the road like any healthy relationship would have.
Yeah.
But seeing them, despite what's happening in the plot or the different challenges they face individually, the fact that they're still able to show that love and come together was just another classic Superman staple that I feel, and I think you also feel, James Gunn captured very well.
He does, and it's something that I've been waiting to see for so long, and I'm really glad we just got right into it instead of like building to them like falling in love. We know they're in love and we know they're meant for each other. I just want to see them at that stage, and that's what James Gunn gave us.
And it's also very refreshing on that same note to see Superman not fight other heroes in the first interactions together.
Yeah, literally. He's like, even if they're slightly antagonistic towards him, you know, so like some characters like Guy Gardner, Superman is still the bigger person. He's not ready to swing at them at a moment's notice.
And I do want to say also, another example of James Gunn perfectly replicating the DC universe is how they introduce team-ups.
Yeah.
Because Superman teaming up with Mr. Terrific is almost like a second lead to the film.
Yeah.
Was something I was not expecting to happen, but I thoroughly embraced with open arms.
And I've never thought about that pair up just as like a cool superhero combo, but Superman and Mr. Terrific working together, I was like instantly sucked into it. I was like, fuck yeah.
It's the Justice League Unlimited like episode.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, where you get like kind of wonky team-ups that somehow just work perfectly.
Yes, because they all fit in this universe and have their own strengths that make them work in their own way.
And I do think that's another reason why Superman was fixed in this movie, is that I think he's the type of character that no matter who you are in that universe, you can team up with him and it's a plausible story.
Yes, and he's not like Batman where he's like, I only work alone unless it's with people that I've trained myself. You know, it's like Superman is happy for anyone's help.
And he's happy to help anyone as well.
Yes.
These are just a few of the key reasons why we believe Superman was fixed on screen.
Yes.
For the first time in a long time.
A long ass time, dude.
If you want to hear more of our thoughts, we do have a 1.5 hour podcast, full review where we just get our straight thoughts right out of the theater, everything that we felt about the movie, not just positives but negatives as well, if you're into that, on our Patreon/YouTube membership. For just $2.50 a month, you get a weekly podcast. This week we were looking at Superman, fresh out the theater, like you said, first impressions, but every week it's a different topic that we cover.
Yep.
Along with that, you get Discord access. Come chat with us about Superman.
About literally anything.
And early access to videos. $2.50 a month, guys.
It's worth it. We promise it's worth it.
Please come. Please join.
Please come.
Oh, jeez. Those are just a few of our thoughts on Superman. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Leave it a like.
Leave it a like.
Hit the subscribe button.
And we love you.
We love you dearly.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.